I don't care what y'all say. They may have come for Karen in the first, second, third, even the fourth season. But season 5 and now season 6, Karen is unfuckwittable. Hey y'all, hey. So we are back with the new season of Real Housewives of Potomac. And I must say off rip, the girls are boring this season. On the first episode, I am getting nothing, absolutely nothing. Even their opening statements was mediocre for a COVID comeback season. So to pop off the new show, we got Miss Wendy at the house giving her rendition of the Silhouette TikTok challenge. And I was confused because in my mind, I'm like, Miss Wendy in her degrees has to be better and smarter than that. But this was me thinking she was about to post it online. But really, it was her making an invite video to send to the girls where she claimed she had 2 friends to introduce to them. Now, I ain't gonna lie. My first thought seeing Wendy was she looks different. Like she had to get something done to her face, maybe her nose, maybe lips. Something was definitely different. But that's neither here or there. Her main change was her boobs, and she wanted the girls to come witness these new knockers she got. But moving along, we also see that Candice has sold her mother's townhome, child, for like $800,000 or something like that. Yes, I say her mother's because Candice gotta let it go, baby. If your mama is funding you and your husband, own it. Yeah, you getting little checks here and there, but it ain't no way you was just up and ready to fund this new 6-bed, 7 baths, $1 million and some change home. I don't know. I'm just not sold on her and Chris doing that purchase by themselves, especially with him not having a job this season, because in the last reunion they said that he sold, him and whoever his partner sold the restaurant. And I remember he was working on a little cookbook. We ain't hear nothing about that. So now all of a sudden he's teaching cooking classes online due to COVID. And maybe so, but I don't hear like coins in none of the moves that Chris is making. It seems like he'll stay at home dad of his kids and not him and Candice's kids. Speaking of, what is this storyline? Because it looks like Candice is going for the stepmama storyline, but the kids is giving very introvert vibes, so we may not see a lot of them. And nothing about Candice screams, "Oh, mom," like, you know, mom figure. Nothing about Candice screams that. So to continue on with boring storylines, Mama Ashley is just not the girl that gives us what we want. Granted, I never cared for Ashley, but I would give credit where it is due. Ashley was always entertaining. But now that I think about it, Ashley may not have been that entertaining. I just think the drama with her and Michael was so big that it gave Ashley, you know, some, you know, camera time, a little play off of everything. But now that they both are turning over a new leaf with Ashley becoming a mother of 2, I just don't see where we are going to get the juice we need from Ashley this season. Granted, her mouth gonna always get the job done, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. But we'll see when she drops this new baby. So, we cannot forget about Gizelle and all her lies. So we know that Gizelle had her storyline about getting back with her ex-husband, baby daddy, mega church pastor Jamal Bryant. But after the reunion last year, the lie detectors has proved that was all a lie. I mean, we knew it was, but baby, the wrath of Karen and the receipts of Monique put Miss Mamas on hush and on notice. But then again, Janelle knows what's going on. She want to sit on her high horse, but baby love really working the barn. And it is nothing better than seeing her get humbled. It's like a breath of fresh air. Because she loves being the word on the street. But baby, yeah, okay. My thing is, Gizelle is running with this story of her and Jamal. Granted, I think this is the season she is going to get herself out of it because using him was a flop, but let's just stay on it for a while. So she is using Jamal as her storyline, yet it is not making sense. When she is with Candice having her conversation, she tries to make it seem like they are not together as much because of COVID. But in the same conversation, she says that he sees 8,000 people weekly. So this is where the confusion lies, because if he can see 8,000 people, but he can't come see the one which is you. I mean, what? Whatever. That's your story and you gonna stick beside it. Now let's get into Karen. I must say, from last season to this season, Karen has grown on me because I think Karen has not only been more open on things, but her shade and clapback game is impeccable. Like, Karen is surely running with the younger folks who is helping her read these girls because she is doing it so effortlessly. And they have nothing to come back at her with because now she is an open book. So she ain't got nothing to hide. And I love that for Karen because it makes the grand dame status hold weight. Now the thing is, with Karen and her storyline this season, you can tell it will be focused a lot on telling Gizelle to fuck off, getting Candice to understand she meant no harm from last season, and the old growing black love of her and Ray, honey, yes. Because let's be clear, Karen and Ray may have had their problems, but 25 years married is a success story, and I'm actually tuned in. Plus, the two is about to have their so nice, had to do it twice, wedding / vow renewal. So that is going to be so heartwarming. So clearly the grand dame is leading with love and shading all with hate this season. Now let's get back to Wendy. Child. No, wait. Let's go back, let's get into Robyn. I forgot about her. She's so irrelevant, I totally forgot about her existence. But needless to say, Robyn is one of those people I want to like. She really is. But she makes it so hard based on situations she's in, and most of the situations that I don't like her in, 9 times out of 10, has something to do with Gizelle. And I get they are friends, so she gonna stick beside her, just how she gonna stick beside Juan. And speaking of Juan, child, my guy forever seems like he's just fed up. Like, what's going on? So in this episode, him and Robyn is out and he is expressing to her the current things that have been turned off to him from Robyn. Like, she is feeding the kids Chick-fil-A every day. And we all know Juan claims to be all about health. I ain't gonna say claim, he probably really is all about health. Because I do remember one of the seasons where they was like on this vegan tip, but I guess that didn't last too long because, baby, clearly Robyn is feeding these kids Chick-fil-A every day, boo. She don't got time to be vegan. But on top of that, Juan is complaining about Robyn getting her day started really late, like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Man, listen, he basically had a lot to say about Robyn, so he just tired. And Robyn is like, listen, these boys driving me crazy. She can't sleep. She's trying to have a business and the pandemic ain't helping. It just sounds like she's going through COVID depression, because we know that's a real thing. And it's just like a lot of, you know, excuses on why she's being the way that she's being, basically. So yeah, but enough about everyone and their side stories. Let's get into the gathering that Wendy has called all the girls to, her new interlude breast reveal. After we see everyone complain about how far Wendy stayed, we finally see all the girls in one place all together, except for Candice, who says she can't make it because of a stomach ache. Although Robyn and Gizelle feels like she is avoiding Karen, but that's all irrelevant because she ain't there. So out of sight, out of mind. So there is a new girl in the midst of the group, and her name is Mia. She is a friend of Karen and new housewife on the block and the replacement of Monique. So off rip, we see Karen giving Mia the rundown of the girls and saying her, you know, her spiel. But she told Mia, listen, this is what I know and have experienced from these girls, but take it with a grain of salt and have your own idea of them when you meet them. Which is, you know, you can respect that because, you know, sometimes people want to go off of what their friends say. Now, once they all are gathered and Mia starts introducing herself and she brings up how she had grandchildren, which leaves everyone confused because she had already said that she got a 12-year-old son, a 5-year-old, and a 3-year-old. So everyone was confused, boo, because what do grandchildren come in there? Like, you got all these young kids, where you got grandchildren from? So she says how her husband is 38 years older than her and how he's 68 years old and she's 36. But everyone was confused, like, what? What did that make you 30 years old? So either my good sis really said the wrong numbers, or she tried to make herself seem younger than what she really was and mix her numbers up. Regardless, they did the math and figured it out, and in the end, she really meant to say her husband was 32 years older than her, which made her 36 and him 68. But that's enough on Mia. The lady's still trying to figure out why the hell Wendy got them all the way out here in the boondocks. So Wendy gives this long spiel on how she's suppressing herself and how she been giving up her body to her kids for so long, only to show the girl she got her boobs on. That's it. That's why these people had to come all the way out here to this gathering to see Wendy and her new boobs. Which is fine, because okay, if that's what you want to do and those are the things you do, okay, fine, cool. And plus, everybody was happy for her, like, girl, you got your boobs on, boo, get your boobs on, that's you. So it was just unnecessary for Wendy to go on that long rant and give that whole long spiel, because boo, it wasn't that serious. You got your boobs on, you got your boobs on. I just think Wendy did all that talking so she can justify why she did what she did to her body for her own insecurities, when all she had to say was, look, I done had 3 kids, they don't want my body out, they got me looking tired, so I got this money makeover, and I'm about to rock the hell out of it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. Period. Like, that's it. So I don't know why she felt the need to justify to anybody, especially they old behinds, why she did what she did. But you know, it's all about approval. So then Robyn calls her out like, okay, turn around, let's see your butt too. Like, you got your boobs on, let's see how your butt look too. And Wendy tries to ignore it and say she only got her breasts done and tweaks in other places. Like, girl, Wendy, please. Please. Okay. So it wasn't until the new girl, Mia, started dropping all the surgery she got done and owning and being confident about it. Then that's when Wendy want to reveal she got a BBL. I just want Wendy to reveal that she got her face done, because Wendy look like a whole new person. That's what I really want her to say. But she bring up her BBL and her 360 that her 360 like what she got done. But my thing is, Wendy really tried to come for Mia and be real aggressive towards Mia, and I was confused. Like, wait, hold on. Let me not say aggressive, because you know the girls don't like the word aggressive. So. Wendy came at Mia real hostile about all the work she got done, but Mia owned up to every last Botox, fillers, lips, boobs, tummy tuck, BBL. She even talked about getting her vajayjay done and reconstructed. So it wasn't like the energy that Wendy gave Mia was so uncalled for. And it was clear Wendy's lack of pride and confidence peeked through. But I guess now that the girls approved, she was, you know, happy and proud to show it off. So once that was done, the girls started speaking on how they all are trying to get into a good place as a group. And Gizelle says, well, that won't be possible because she can't stand Karen. And in her confession, she made it a point to express how Karen needs to apologize to her for speaking on her and her family. But it's like, Gizelle, shut up. Like, girl, shut up. You have been talking down on Karen since the first season. You just never thought that Karen would come back on that ass, and she did just that. So, move over and move on. But nah, she wanna go to war with Karen. And shoot, the Grand Dame is, well, bad. She ready to bring it. So Gizelle says how she is going to start airing out all Karen truths. And Karen is like, girl, shut up and talk about your own hot box, your firebox, and what kills me about Karen bringing up the words hot box and firebox is, I knew exactly what Karen meant when she was like, you need to, like, Gizelle need to talk about her hot box. Like, girl, she trying to say you burning, and you knew that. But what kills me is everybody was acting like they did not know what Karen meant. Like, as if Karen was saying something that was so old school and just like nobody says that no more. Girl, no, people say that. You burning, you got a hot box, you got a firebox. Boo, y'all knew what she meant. It just be like the cluelessness of it all. Like, girl, y'all need to cut it out. But Karen also said that Gizelle can't keep a man, but overall she was just laying Gizelle out, like laying her out. But what took the cake was when Karen said Gizelle was a broke whore from Hampton University. I laid and went to sleep, okay? Baby, listen, class was over. Everybody pack it up. and go home. But Karen didn't just end there. She also said that's why we went to Sing Sing. Now I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know what Karen was talking about when she brought up Sing Sing, but it was funny. And once I found out it was an actual prison in New York, I laid down and went to sleep, okay? Cause Karen, what you trying to say? That Gizelle took her hot box to prison to feed it around all of the men in prison? That what you was trying to say? Like, I don't know, Karen was on Gizelle ass, on Gizelle neck, on Gizelle head. Baby, Karen was on it, okay? And the episode kind of ended there. And the first episode definitely started off slow, but it did end with a good, entertaining argument of Gizelle and Karen, which did say that it shows that the season may be boring, which we can expect because this is a COVID pandemic type of season. So everything was real slow. It wasn't much going on. So that's understandable. But Karen is on one this season and I love that for her. I really do. So with that being said, y'all already know what it is and how it goes down over here. Go down below and comment your thoughts on this episode. And let's discuss. Like this video, and last but certainly not least, subscribe and join the Queen, baby. Bye.